Okay, Ron, I've got another question from a member. Will the experiences in this life be helpful to us throughout our eternity? And will the ones that had a harder life learn more and have better life experiences?
Interesting question, I believe. Um, Now, this person doesn't has not really thought about multiple lives, reincarnations. You would be surprised totally. Perhaps thousands, hundreds of thousands of, or millions of Earth lives that you have had. Uh, will this life have its major assistance to us throughout our eternity? Um, what does it take to grow old from a young soul to an old soul? It's just a number of years that you've been incarnated on the earth. And that means you will have a lot of experiences. Sometimes we come as kings and queens, and other times we're paupers, and other times we're the bad guys. We might have raped and killed somebody. We don't know that. It all has a karmic value that has to be balanced in the end. But to say one life is going to make it or break you, that's not true. Eternity didn't start with you being born. Eternity already exists and will continue to exist. And you will have many, many experiences of growing and developing in a third dimensional life until your soul says, you've got it. You've got what you need. How many times have I ascended? I don't know how many times, but I do know that I have. I remember some of my lifetimes when I did. So let's open up to the reality of what is there for us to understand. Now, I'm going to say this very sincerely. Some of the stuff that I talk about is pretty hard, and sometimes I get very mm, adamant about certain things. I'm trying to teach you what I have already learned. Teach. I'm sharing with you, not teaching you. You can take it or reject it. It's up to you. From my perspective, you'll just have to go through the same things that I went through. If you don't take it from those who have been there and done that, know what they're doing, well, then you got to go through all the things that got you, me, or whomever to know all of these things and to speak from experience what we're going through. It doesn't put me better. It just in this life, it means you haven't got there yet because you've been dealt with by the cabal. They didn't let you know you're a creator God. They didn't have any idea of letting you do that. How dare you do that kind of stuff? How dare you even think you capable of that? There's only one Jesus. There's only one God. Why do you think you can be like they are? That's why they want us to worship Jesus. Always have somebody over you, somebody that you're not as good as. But what did Jesus say? More greater things than I've done shall you do. I go to my Father. Let's start listening to lessons of life. If you want to hold on to the things that you don't need to hold on to, but want to, then you're going to have to go through the things that are necessary to get all that out. And I'm just trying to share with in a reasonable sort of way with people. I'm not a come follow me person. That puts me better than you, and I would never want to do that. You are a magnificent spiritual being who is a son and daughter of Prime Creator. You are creator gods. When you get to the point where you can start saying that and meaning it about yourself, then you can start talking about things. It's not that you have to wait till then, just start absorbing, learning, living, having the experiences. There's nothing that I have done that you can't do. And that's what Jesus told me. Greater things than I've done shall you do. I don't know what the greater things are. He didn't do Love One Society. Maybe that's greater than what he's done. I can tell you those sorts of things. Let's just believe it and let it be true. Greater things shall you do than he did. Greater things. We're on the earth now. We get to do our humanitarian stuff. He wasn't able to do that. Just kind of put it in its proper perspective. And that's my best answer to that question. Let's move on to the next one.
Wonderful, Ron. Thank you so much. Such a great answer. And with that, we will be right back with another question.
Thank you.